A very good afternoon to you watching KTN Weekend at 1. My name is Najma Ismail. Now, a mother was killed last night and her husband and kids left with serious burns after a lantern exploded outside their grass-thatched house in Garissa. 2 children who sustained serious body injuries during the incident were immediately referred to Kenyatta National Hospital for further treatment.
At the Garissa Referral Hospital, Abed Abdullahi nurses his injuries. He says the fire started when his wife was lighting a lantern which exploded on her face. He says his wife Zainab Yusuf had just refilled the kerosene lamp. When the lamp oil exploded, Abdullahi says the fire caught a mat they were sitting on. 2 of his children, Abdi Ahmed, aged 8, and Umeima Ahmed, aged 5, sustained serious burns as they tried to save their mother from burning. Unfortunately, Zainab Yusuf died while she was being rushed to Garissa Referral Hospital. The incident occurred in Hara village in Masalani, which is about 200 kilometers from Garissa town. A nursing officer in charge of Garissa Hospital, Hassan Abdullahi, says the 2 children sustained serious body burns.
We have referred the 2 children to Kenyatta National Hospital. I said one we had the 70% burns and the other one 40%.
Garissa County Governor Natif Jama has promised to foot the medical bill for Ahmed Abdullahi and his 2 children. Investigations have also been launched to determine whether the explosion was caused by paraffin or petrol. Patrick Amimo, KTN.
Now, in a rather bizarre incident that occurred this morning, a hearse carrying a corpse for burial in Gashada area of Tetu got involved in an accident when another vehicle carrying empty crates of eggs rammed into it. The corpse was quickly transferred to another hearse and the journey to its final resting place continued. A huge crowd gathered at the Udaya junction where the incident occurred. Police officers who arrived at the scene from the Nyeri police station said the car with the empty egg crates rammed into the hearse so as to avoid hitting an oncoming motorcycle. Now, police in Narok have gunned down a man they termed as one of the most wanted criminals in Narok. The suspect was killed in Majengo estate where he had been renting a room for the past 1 month. According to Narok OCPD Paul Lating, the suspect was cornered in the estate after police cordoned off the area following a tip-off. The OCPD said the suspect was hiding in Narok after a spate of murders in Kiambu and Nairobi and is suspected to have been involved in the murder of a diplomat's son in Nairobi and the recent rape and murders of 2 women in Kiambu.
Tulipopata alijaribu kutoroka kwanza na kuelekesha kisu kwa ofisa mmoja, ndipo ofisa alipoona hali hatari akapigwa risasi na akamalizwa hapo.
Now, Elgeyo Marakwet Senator Kipchumba Murkomen says that the Jubilee Alliance is putting in place a legal framework that will ensure the success of Jubilee Alliance Party in readiness for the 2017 general elections. And speaking in a different forum, Majority Leader Eden Duale announced that JAP will be their political vehicle for the 2017 election.
We don't have a merger yet. It's just we are providing a legal framework for future engagement. Jubilee Alliance Party is a party, just like URP and TNE. But the leadership and the consultation going in place is that going forward we want to be one political party. But in the meantime, as per the law, we are all members of URP, and the TNA members are still members of TNA until that time. But perhaps, God willing, and we are almost sure, we'll have the first Jubilee Party MP from Kajiado.
Na kwa nini tumeanza Jubilee Alliance Party? Because sisi tuna nia, tuna njia, na tunajua mahali tunakwenda. Sisi hatubahatishi kati ya Mheshimiwa Uhuru na Mheshimiwa Ruto. Tunajua 2017 ni Mheshimiwa Uhuru Kenyatta, kinara wetu. 2022 Mungu akijalia kwa mapenzi yake, tunajua kinara wetu ambaye atabeba bendera ya Jubilee Alliance Party ni Mheshimiwa William Ruto. So sisi tunajua barabara na tunajua tunakwenda wapi.
Now, the National Authority for the Campaign Against Drugs and Alcohol Abuse, Nacada, has cautioned against the importation of alcoholic products from India. The authority's chairman, John Mutuda, warned manufacturers against bringing in the alcoholic drinks, some of which are suspectedly reported to have caused the deaths of 14 people in the Asian country.
These juakaris which are made from all over the world, and you think you can export to Kenya, please note the time is up. We still have 3,300 samples. We have also sent investigative procurement of alcohol in town, and from the outlets we have been able to sample all drinks that Kenyans drink. We are now analyzing them again. Kenya Bureau of Standards, government chemists and other agencies are analyzing, and soon Kenyans are going to have the results.
Now, moving on to Nakuru, a woman who was allegedly held hostage at Bahati police station in Nakuru for 2 days without charges has been freed after the intervention of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission officials. According to Dorcas Mugure, police officers arrested her on Wednesday as she was in the process of negotiating the sale of her 3 cattle with a buyer. Police officers allegedly accused her of selling the cattle at the prices that were too cheap, raising suspicion that she might have stolen the animals. But anti-corruption officials led by Japhet Biathulu stormed the station and freed the woman after realizing that she had not been booked as a suspect. Now, tea farmers are also expected to benefit from the reduction of fuel prices, according to the Kenya Tea Development Authority. Now, the reduction will see production costs being lowered, translating into more money in the pockets of farmers. Now, KTDA National Chairman Peter Kanyago says tea farmers will soon be a happy lot as the factory costs will considerably come down. Speaking at the Chinga Tea Factory in Othaya during its annual general meeting, Kanyago said last year's tea prices were not very favorable, but he expressed optimism that this year will be a better year for tea farmers.
Fuel prices have gone down fairly well. We expect electricity also to go down. So the second half of the financial year for KTDA, as you know, our year ends in June. We hope it will be better.
Well, that's it on the weekend at 1. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Najma Ismail.
This is KTN. Welcome home.